Hello guys, how are you? Welcome to the field of mathematics. And today we are focusing on one very important topic that has got an impact in our day-to-day lives. It takes approximately 5 hours 33 minutes for a plane to travel from Ouagadougou to France. It also takes approximately 4 hours 46 minutes for a flight from South Africa to Uganda. So much important is the topic of motion in our day-to-day lives. And today we are going to dwell on such, in particular, distance, speed, and time. As a starting point, we will look at the definition of terms that enable us to compute any question regarding motion. In front of me, I have got distance, time, and speed. Distance is a measurement of length and is calculated by multiplying speed and time. And the units that are derived from such a formula are kilometers or meters. Time is a measurement of duration of events. Speed is the distance covered in a particular time. And the formula is distance over time. Our units are kilometers per hour or meters per second. There is need for us to understand that conversion is important in calculating anything to do with motion. 60 minutes is equivalent to 1 hour. And if we want to convert minutes to hours, we divide the minutes by 60. If we want to convert hours to minutes, we multiply the hours by 60. If we want to convert minutes to seconds, we multiply the minutes by 60. If we want to convert hours to seconds, we multiply the hours by 3,600. What we must also consider is that we cannot measure kilometers and seconds in most cases. Kilometers go with hours. So our speed is in kilometers per hour or meters per second. Our time can be in hours, our time can be in minutes, or our time can be in seconds. So basically this is an introduction with regards to motion. In the next presentation, I'll be looking at a graph and we need to describe it. Welcome back. So in front of me, I have got a graph. Okay? It is an illustration of motion. It can be any object. It can be a bicycle. It can be a car. So what we want to do is to describe the motion of this object. Okay? And this graph is in 3 parts. You need to understand each part so that you don't confuse yourself when you are doing some calculations. Okay, so this object from 0 to 3 kilometers, okay, there is a change in distance with time. Okay, the object traveled 3 kilometers in 30 minutes. So this first part of the graph represents motion. The object was moving. When it reached 3 kilometers, the object stopped. It was stationary. It was not moving for about an hour. It was not moving. So this part, this second stage, represents stationary. Stationary means not moving. Okay? So the object was still for about an hour. Okay? After an hour, the object started moving again because there is a change in distance with time from 3 kilometers to 6 kilometers. Okay? So the third part of the graph is representing that. Okay? So the total time taken in terms of the journey is around 2 hours 30 minutes. Okay? 2 hours 30 minutes. But I want to emphasize something. There are 2 parts of motion. The first part and the last part. Okay? The distance covered is the same. 3 kilometers in the first phase and 3 kilometers in the first phase. What is different What is different is that the time taken to cover the 3 kilometers. In the first phase, it takes only 30 minutes to cover 3 kilometers. In the third part of the graph, it takes an hour to cover 3 kilometers, which is also illustrated by the steepness of the graph. The steeper the graph, the less the time taken. Okay, therefore the object had more speed here. The less steeper the graph, the more the time taken, as you can see, an hour. Okay, so the speed was lesser in comparative terms to the first phase. I hope you have understood this illustration. Hello guys, welcome back. Now we need to do some calculations. We need to make use of the formula distance is equal to speed times time to be able to address some of the word problems. So in front of me I have got two examples. We'll focus on the first one. Once we are satisfied, we move on to the next one. So if a person drives a car with a speed of 50 miles per hour, how far can he cover in 2 hours 30 minutes? We want to find the distance. So our formula is distance is equal to speed times time. Alright? Our speed is 50 miles per hour. In place of speed, we put the value 50. Our time is 2 hours 30 minutes. But we cannot work out with hours and minutes at the same time. We need to convert minutes into hours. So how do we do that? We divide the minutes by 60. We get 0.5. We add the 0.5 to 2 hours. We get 2.5. So in place of 2 hours 30 minutes, we are going to use 2.5 hours. When we multiply the speed and time, the distance we get is 125 miles. I hope you have understood the first part. Now, the next example is a person covers 108 kilometers in 3 hours. What is the speed in meters per second? So let us calculate that. Allow me to grab the first example. I'll grab the top part so that I create space for calculation. I'll grab the first part. So we are looking for speed, and speed is given by distance over time. And my distance in this case is 108 kilometers. And my time is 3 hours. But they want their answer in meters per second. I have to convert kilometers to second to meters, so I need to multiply by 1,000. Okay? I also need to convert hours to seconds. I have to multiply by 60 to convert to minutes. I have to also multiply by 60 to convert to seconds. And my top answer is 108,000 meters. And at the bottom, my time is 108,000 seconds. If we divide the two, our answer is 10 meters per second. That is our answer. I hope you enjoyed.